Hey everybody, welcome to my new background. This is my parents' place. Slightly awkward, but already a very happy new year in whatever time zone you are. Maybe it's already there, maybe it will be there quite a long time from now, but anyway, I hope you're gonna have fun. Since this is the last video on Bookish Days of 2012, I thought I would tell you something about my bookish highlights the past year. So I'm gonna talk about my 5 favorite books that came out in 2012 and that I read in 2012. Because I'm here, I don't really have any of them with me, but I'll try to edit like pictures in here somehow. So number 5 is The Age of Miracles by Karen Thomas Walker. It looks like this, and I didn't choose this particularly because of the storyline, but the prose is so gorgeous. This woman is such an amazing writer. The way she structures sentences and formulate thoughts, and it's just, oh, it's so pretty. I really advise you to read this just because of that. Also, the concept is really interesting. It's about sort of the end of the world, but in a very slow way. Yeah, you should read it. It's really cool. Number 4 of my 2012 books I read in 2012 is The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. I choose this partly because it was a really big deal for me because it was her first book after Harry Potter, and I was so curious about it and I really couldn't wait. It didn't live up completely to my expectations because it wasn't as great as I think Harry Potter is. However, it was very well done, the way she structured this whole book with so many characters, and I really felt like you got to know sort of the atmosphere of the town she describes, and she can still write very well, so that's a plus. Number 3 is the third book by Ruiz Zafon, who became very well known for The Shadow of the Wind. What else? And then he wrote Angel's Game, and now his third book came out, which is called The Prisoner of Heaven. I love the atmosphere he creates in this book, and I love that they are all sort of taking place in the same universe. This one is about the old guy. My mom owns a copy, but I can't find it. If you have never read anything by him, he also wrote several young adult books. But if you're gonna read one of his books, I would definitely recommend you to start with The Shadow of the Wind. It's a bit of a big book, but it's also about books and a love of books, and it's just so wonderful. It's about saving old books and just this whole, I don't know, I really like him as a writer, so I was very excited about his new book. Number 2 of 2012 is The 100-Year-Old Man That Climbed Out of a Window and Disappeared by Johan Johansson. It's a very sort of bizarre book. It's a Swedish book that came out in 2009, but I think this year it came out in English, so I can mention it now. I'm currently reading it and I'm very excited about it. It's about a man whose 100th birthday party is organized in a retirement home that he lives at, but he doesn't feel like it, so he climbs out of the window, and then all these crazy adventures happen to him. He finds a big bag of money that turn out to be involved in some criminal transaction, and he gets sort of caught up in it, and alongside of the story you get to know his life story, and he basically every big event in history he was there. He had dinner with Truman, did something with Churchill, was on a boat at Mao. Like, he had a really crazy life, and that story is also told, and it's in a very funny way. I can definitely recommend this to everybody. It's such a fun book. I haven't finished it yet, but I can't wait because it's really cool. And my number 1 book of 2012 is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Surprise, I know. I chose this as my number 1 because, first of all, I really liked it. Second of all, it's the book I read most often in 2012 because I read it twice in English, twice in Dutch, and I have the audiobook. I also bought 3 versions of the book in 2012, so personally for me this is the book that, you know, across the year I think deserves to be on number 1. I think most of you know what it's about, and it's just, it's so sad. I've been bawling my eyes out every time, but I really love it, and if you haven't read it, you should, and I really hope you like it too. Anyway, these were my top books of 2012. If you like them, please let me know, or if you have other opinions about this book, I'd be interesting as well. Or if you have any other books that came out this year that were absolutely fantastic and that you think I should read, I would also really like to know about them. That was it for me today. Again, I wish you all a very happy New Year's Eve, and I'll see you next year. Bye!